edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is your heart rate every time you see that sign?
Oh, it goes way
To
up.
exit Congress Street and St. Mary's Road. And there's no apostrophe on that sign.
No.
Let's go back to that.
St. Mary's.
Yep.
You would think that it'd be possessive, but we're the
It's
only
not.
thing possessive on St. Mary's.
There's
Yes.
just multiple Marys.
Yep.
Yep. It's got to be. But it's that time again.
Yep.
Hard to believe.
Yep. And it's coming down the road real fast. We are leaving. Christopher is leaving with our team that's going down to build our showrooms at the Sun Gemstone and at Mineral City.
Mm-hmm.
And so he leaves, I think, about the 19th. Yep.
Yep.
So it's coming fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then Richard and I get to have a siesta over the weekend,
Yeah,
and we
party time.
head out on the 24th
Right.
to go down to sunny Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
Although this winter has been awfully nice here in
Here.
Colorado.
Starting to get colder, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mhm.
We're supposed to get a little rain and snow mix on Friday, but then it's warming back up into the 50s, 40s, and 50s.
Yep.
So not bad. It's been a nice, mild winter so far.
But I am looking forward to going to Tucson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun down there, and all of our good friends in the mineral biz and collectors are going to be down there, and so it'll be a great time.
Yep. I was talking to another dealer a couple days ago, and he said he is already preparing to go, and he has friends that are already there.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
I mean, it starts right after New Year's.
Yeah. It's amazing how important this show is in the mineral industry worldwide, and we certainly encourage everybody, if you can get out and can find a hotel room this
Right.
year. Probably will be easier than it was a decade or so ago.
Right.
With the people limiting their travel, but you definitely want to go down and see all of the great finds that have come out in the last year or two that you haven't been able to go to shows and see, and so it's fun to see them in person, be able to shop all around the various venues. And things have changed greatly in Tucson since probably the last time most of you have been down there. Brand new venues. In fact, we're going to be at a great new venue with our very finest mineral specimens.
The Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right.
Where did the logo go?
It's a white one. It's right over there.
Oh, there we go. I'm blind. Here we go. I was looking for a dark slide.
The Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery.
Yep.
There's going to be 8 world-class dealers there, all the way from gem carvings by Dreyer in Germany. Crystal Classics will be there. Collector's Edge will be there. Grayburn Himes, Focal Crystal, and other noteworthy dealers will be there.
Yes.
And you will have a huge selection of fine minerals. The great thing about this is our permanent location
Right.
for many years to come. The entire facility has been gutted and walls put up, new paint job, really great area to sit outside and talk with your friends and with dealers. Certainly on the first 2 days of that show, that'll be January 28th and I believe 29th, which is Friday and Saturday.
Right.
That's going to be the grand opening for our customers, and there will be food to be had and drink and
Brothers Barbecue
yeah.
is the rumor. Yep.
yeah,
Loves
that's what we're
barbecue.
hearing. So there'll be great catered food, and you're welcome to come and see the brand new facility and enjoy some food during the day, and I think you'll have a great time.
Absolutely.
And these showrooms there are huge. I don't know how many square feet Ian has for his, but it
couple thousand.
seemed like you could land jet aircraft on the size of his room there. And ours is also bigger than any other showroom we have in Tucson. So all of us have a wonderful opportunity to display a very diverse array of high quality minerals there at the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery. And I think you're going to be impressed. And the best thing about our location, we're in spot number 1 right there.
Right.
When there's ample parking around the outside of this building.
That's so important too.
It really is. And when you walk in the main entry doors, we're immediately to your right.
Yep.
Where you walk in the main entrance, and we're right there. So, and Ian Bruce is just beyond us. So you can shop all over that building, and you will find some incredible minerals. So I think you'll have a good time there.
Absolutely. Should be beautiful.
Yeah. And for those of you that have driven around coming to Hotel Tucson City Center and over to Daniel Trinchillo's house, this is, if you're driving in the driveway to Hotel Tucson City Center, Daniel's house, where it says Fine Minerals International here, is to the left.
Right.
And our building is that giant yellow painted building to the right side of that entry driveway. And they've really expanded the patio area out there. They'll have tables and chairs. And like we said during the grand opening on the 28th and 29th, there'll be food out there. They put a big saguaro in the parking lot. And this is going to be a really great venue. I think you're really going to be impressed, not only with the beautiful minerals that are being offered, but the quality of this venue. It's going to have a very nice professional feel to it, and it's somewhat in contrast to some of the other venues that are a little bit more hectic, crammed together, and it certainly will be better than
storage unit looking.
Yeah, it'll certainly be better than the Hotel Tucson City Center.
Oh my gosh, yes, the
Richard
good old
and I-
days.
Richard and I went through some very grueling years of putting up with the various smells that would come out of the
black
plumbing
ooze.
and the black ooze that would come out of the plumbing in that facility. So you won't have any of that at Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery.
No. Yep. And one of the nice things for us, like you say, is the fact that we're going to set up once and we'll be there for the duration of the show. No more setting up at the Hotel Tucson City Center. 6 days later, tearing
Where'd they
down, moving to the westward look. Tearing down, moving to the main show.
Right.
No more of that.
And that's really, Richard brings up a good point, that one of the things you're going to see in this year and years ahead is that so much of the fine mineral buying opportunities are between our area in and around, closer to downtown, St. Mary's and Granada Street, and Daniel Trinchillo's house is there, the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery is there. A little bit further north, you'll come to Mineral City, and up there, gosh, there's going to be 120 plus mineral dealers in and around that area.
That's a day at least right there.
So, and while we understand
complex.
there will be show activities at Westward Look, I think it will be more and more challenging in the years ahead.
Right.
Up there, it's a little bit more out of the way, but there'll still be dealers up there this year. So,
4th to the 7th.
You'll want to go check that out as well.
For sure.
Now, Richard showed the layout over at Mineral City. We will also have a great room at Mineral City. On this little map, you'll see 3 stars. In Building A, we have a space that's about equivalent in size to our showroom over at Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery, but everything in this room will be 50% off our regular prices. And these are all great things that have been in retail, and we've just decided we want to reduce the price, make them more affordable to collectors and dealers. And Alan Knox and Zach Giuliani will be running this room, and you'll be able to shop in comfort here. We got couches in there and 10 display cases full of beautiful half-price minerals, so you'll definitely want to go there and shop.
You really want to make a beeline there as well, because we went through a lot of stuff, and there's some stuff that just, we have a lot of minerals here. we have a lot. We have far more minerals than we have space for. And we have some great stuff that's going to be there that hasn't seen the light of day for up to a decade.
Right.
And it's not, that it's just been out and been put back. I don't think some of it had even ever been put out.
Right.
And just some great finds, some classics, and you're really going to want to get there. There's some spectacular values going to be in that.
There really are. Beautiful minerals, quality displays, and very fair prices. So I think you're really going to enjoy the Mineral City. I think it's Unit 9, isn't it, at Mineral City?
That sounds right.
I think Unit 9 at Mineral City, right there at the main entrance to Building A, which was the original building of the Mineral City complex.
Right.
And they've now expanded to that would be the west, I guess.
B
is
to
west.
the west.
Yeah,
and
B is to the
west.
north. Yeah. And great dealers in all of these buildings. It's going to be a real hub for mineral activity, especially in the really affordable price ranges. There's a number of dealers that bring in quality things at very fair prices. We also will have 2 units in the Sun Gemstone warehouse complex, and those guys open up pretty early. I think their official opening is the 24th of January. So I know a number of you who go regularly to Tucson will have been in this venue, especially if you're there early. There aren't that many venues wide open, so go see Jennifer Quist, Craig Weibert, and the other folks that are going to be helping over there at that facility. And they'll be from the 24th through to the 13th, well, 12th. Yeah. The 12th, Saturday the 12th, they usually start palletizing whatever little bit is left.
Right.
They sell,
to the walls.
Every year.
Right.
So not as much gets shipped back as gets shipped down, but it's mainly a semi-trailer truck load full of pallets of mineral specimens that have gone down there to Tucson. And they're getting ready to cruise out on the 19th to go set it all up and see you on the 24th.
And we've got plenty of stuff restocked in there for the Denver show. I mean, we had people shipping pallets of our stuff out. So we got a lot of great flats of minerals there for you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So it's a wonderful show, and we're really excited about 2022 in Tucson. We hear everything seems to be wide open right now, and the only hesitation. Wow, that's a guy who's excited about life.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is how excited you were in 2019.
I know, and that was 2019.
Right.
Wait for 2022.
Wait for April 30th, 2022.
Yeah, Steve's retirement date is approaching.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I had to throw that in.
That's perfect.
I came across it.
That's perfect. Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun year.
Yep.
People are gonna really enjoy this year, and it looks like life is starting to get back to normal.
Yeah.
We all love mineral specimens. We've all collected them most of our lives, and it's been a shame we've been remote from this interaction for some time. So it'll be fun to get back out there and doing it
for sure. Yep.
So.
Hopefully, there's no more split show.
Yeah. Although somebody was telling me, who was it this morning, was saying, I don't know if it was you, Chris, or Christopher, or somebody else. They were saying that the main show was making a decision whether they were going to hold the main show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I mean, that's just rumor, but I heard about it that by Friday of this week they were going to decide whether they were going to have it or not.
I hadn't heard anything about
that. Yeah. So interesting.
Well, I'd heard they were running into some issues with the distancing requirements and the indoor mask requirement and everything, and how they're going to spread out all the dealers and everything. So.
Yeah, I don't know what the facts are there, but
but
I was told that by Friday of this week they were going to make a final decision if they were moving forward or not. Okay. And that may be just idle rumor, but we serve idle rumors.
We do.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about the AGTA, Chris?
As far as I know, it's still going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if they can do it, the reason the GGMs can't do it.
That's right.
So
we wish them all well, and I know there's lots of good friends, good dealers that go there, and lots of fun special exhibits, so we hope it's highly successful.
Absolutely. Yep. Well, You want to sell some minerals?
Well, let's
Well,
look
we
at some
can.
rocks.
Yeah.
Let's love that.
Let's do it.
Okay. Specimen number 1 for this week, or probably last show before Tucson,
Yeah.
is a Sphalerite from Crete.
And it's
I like this piece a lot.
It's
but-
beautiful.
Yep.
It's absolutely beautiful. And these were harvested in and around 2003.
Mhm.
They were doing some reclamation work at the Crete area, the Commodore mine in
Mhm.
Crete. And some of the geologists who were doing some of the studies for the reclamation work went into the mine and were able to harvest some incredible sphalerites with amethystine crystals in association, and occasionally some chalcopyrites as well. And these were just incredible specimens. And we love Colorado minerals so much. We love Colorado and Colorado minerals. And so we acquired a number of these fine pieces, and so this is a really large piece. What's the size of this one, Rich?
This specimen measures 7 by 13 centimeters.
Yeah, so it's a good cabinet-size specimen, and the largest of the sphalerites on these is a monster, 3.3 centimeters across. These are highly lustrous as a general rule, and there's you put a light behind them, they're somewhat gemmy, kind of a amber greenish color, and just really, really lovely sphalerite, well formed, and nice contrast with the amethystine quartz that they're associated with.
And amethyst is just not something I'm used to seeing alongside sphalerite.
Yeah. Yeah, at most localities you don't see it, but here they even had a vein called the amethyst vein. They had enough of it in there.
Right.
But these are classic Colorado pieces from a closed locality, and we were fortunate enough to have an opportunity to buy the lot, and sold a number of these over the years. But this is a great piece that we have in inventory, and Richard's offering you an incredible price on this today.
Yep, just $750 delivered to your door.
And what would you guess this weighs, Richard?
It's heavy.
It's
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, we're losing money on this one.
Yeah, because the outbound leg of the
Yeah.
shipment to you, if you order this piece, Richard sends it out for free.
Yep.
So, it's like if you want a brick sent to you,
Now it's not like a brick.
it's like a brick.
It's a pretty
Is it?
brick.
Now, is there also some chalcopyrite
Yes, there
on
is
this?
a
It looks
really
like
nice,
there's a
yes,
big
sparkle.
tetrahedral
Form, yeah.
form of chalcopyrite on
I
there.
think you can see it in this picture right
Yeah.
here. Right there
Yeah.
on the lower right-hand
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah. It's really sharp and quite large.
Oh, yeah. Tell you what, I should have done a close-up of it. It is located right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And these often had a little bit of association. The chalcopyrites, from one reason or another, tended not to have super high luster. They had
Right.
great form,
was
but they
pretty
were a
good.
little. So is
No,
it pretty good luster?
It's quite good
Good.
luster. And
Well, that's
great
great.
form. Yeah.
Wonderful form, great luster.
Yep.
I think you
Very
will
prominent.
love this piece if you order this from Richard. And all you have to do is send him a email to minerals@collectorsedge.com. Tell him you want this piece sent out to you ASAP.
Yep.
And you get that one for $750.
Absolutely.
And it's a big piece, folks. It's 13 centimeters across, so
Yep.
that's a large specimen.
Yeah, nice cabinet size.
Yep.
Could be a centerpiece.
Yep. And a piece from a mine that you aren't going to find anything else coming out of. Closed it down.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Here's a favorite.
Yep. Specimen number 2. Little Pretty from China.
Yep.
Mm.
Scheelite from Mount Zubaoding in the middle of Sichuan province in
Right.
China. And the thing about these, as we've told you many times on the show, the government of China does not want anybody going in there and digging the scheelites, the barrels, the cassiterite that occur on Mount Zubaoding. It's a panda preserve area, and they've outlawed mining in this area for these classic specimens. And I say, quite honestly, you know, I've been collecting since 1972, and these are the finest scheelites that have ever come out of the earth.
Right.
They have incredible orange color, and this is out of a good pocket.
Yep.
This one, a lot of them are a little bit more to the yellow orange. This is a very vibrant orange color.
Right.
And wonderfully formed pseudo-octahedral crystals. They aren't actually octahedrons, but they sure look like it. So just a lovely, lovely specimen on muscovite matrix. So it's nicely crystallized muscovite with a big scheelite. And that scheelite is 2.8 centimeters across. So it perches up very nicely.
Yep.
What's the overall size of this one?
Overall dimensions are 5.5 by 8.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love a single Jimmy, or not Jimmy,
Yeah.
but in this case, colors. But just a great crystal on matrix like that. I have seen some Jimmy scheelites.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some
Yeah,
nice
and,
scheelite
you know,
gemstones as well.
And you know, right? In fact, our company has cut some gemstones from these scheelites, and typically it's a lot like the bonitoite and other gems. It's often right at the tip of the crystal where the gemmiest part of these are, and where they actually are able to harvest the cutting rough from those crystals.
Incredible dispersion. A facet of one
Yeah.
of these can put a diamond to shame.
Yeah,
Really?
they're beautiful cut stones. Brian has a few that he cut over the years, and they're just incredible things. So what a really pretty piece.
Gorgeous.
So if you're looking for specimens from China and you don't have a wonderful scheelite, this is a very impressive piece.
Yep.
And what's the price on this today, Rich?
This one's going for $2,500.
Yep. And it's a good sized piece. It's over 3 inches across.
Yep.
So you will appreciate this when you get it.
Right.
2,500.
Yep. Like you said, the color on this one is
It's
about
way
as good
above
as it
average.
gets. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Good piece.
and traveling across China a little bit,
Yeah.
back towards the coast a bit.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea where Tongbei actually sat. Yeah.
Everything's had a gem crystal on it, its own, or type gem variety.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Well, the last number 6 isn't exactly a gem variety, but is it?
Oh well, we
Manganese carbonate? Is that
well
a
we
gem?
sell lots
sure
of
on that.
faceted
rough,
gems,
yeah.
thanks to Paul Corey,
Yep.
who's cutting these things for us.
Right.
But this is a spessartine garnet that's coating the prism faces of a very nice size smoky quartz crystal. Nice size, well-formed smoky quartz, and actually there's another couple on the matrix as well.
Right.
These are Chinese classics. I love as it's turning around how much more sparse the garnets are on. It's not a complete coating,
Right.
so you can really see the three-dimensional character of these of gemmy spessartine garnets. And you know we got spoiled in the U.S. with Eden Mills, Vermont, the spessartine garnets up there, but they were always rare and hard to come by. And back in 2004, we bought our first specimens of spessartine on smoky quartz from the Tongbei area in Fujian province in China. And these are really special things. There are some collectors who are at the very top of the game who have put away hundreds of these pieces because they felt like these are so unusual, so special for the species to be associated with well-formed felspar crystals, with mica, with great smoky quartz crystals. And this one, of course, you're sitting on felspar primarily, but you have a wonderfully well-formed, several of them, smoky quartz crystals, and the spessartine formed on the prism faces of this large smoky quartz. And you can see in Richard's great close-up of this how wonderful the orange color of these spessartines are and how gemmy they are. You can see the smoky quartz through some of those spessartines.
Yep.
So really, really attractive specimen. And these are getting harder and harder to come by in China because while it was a very prolific locality, for a number of years. They again shut all the mining down at this location because there was some sort of high-end resort on the road past this, and they didn't want the unsightly nature of mining for beautiful crystal specimens. So they told them, you people go away, don't collect this anymore. So in China, whether they're locking you down for COVID or they're telling you not to go collect things, you have to pay attention.
Absolutely.
So they're not digging these at that particular location any longer. And these were spectacular things. And this was actually always one of my favorites because the Smoky quartz crystal is 2 inches tall. It's 5.3 centimeters tall. And you've got these wonderful up to 3 millimeter spessartine garnets just hugging the prism face of this faces of this beautiful Smoky quartz.
Centered so well.
Yeah, centered so well. And draped all over the matrix, little feldspar crystals there. So just a really handsome specimen. And Richard's virtually given this sucker away. What's the overall size of this, Rich?
Measures 6.5 by 6.3 centimeters. And it's just $475 today. And I dare to say you couldn't buy this in China.
I think you're right, Richard. You've been over there, and your wife is well connected over there in the mineral business, and you couldn't find this for that price. So if you want to get a great one, you will not be disappointed when Richard sends this to you. Just get a hold of Richard, minerals@collectorsedge.com. He'll send that out to you right away before we leave for the Tucson show.
Kind of goes to what Christopher was saying earlier. There's a lot of rocks around here that haven't seen the light of day for a decade. You know?
Oh, when these guys tell me to go look for something, I'm like, absolutely, because I get to see everything else that's around it, and it's just, so much good stuff.
Well, and you know what's funny about it is we're going to the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery with our very finest specimens in Tucson. And so things like this that are wonderful, choice, a little bit larger than a miniature, it's 6.5 by 6.3, beautiful specimens that you would expect to see on any dealer's shelf. We don't have space for it at the gallery. We have things that start at multiples of that price and go up from there. So it just never has a venue to be shown at other than online at www.collectorsedge.com. But as far as that shows, other than in our Keystone locations where you have very similar specimens that have been deeply discounted, this kind of piece just never gets seen. So. Well,
I guess that brings us to specimen number 4.
Gemstones?
It's a gemstone, and Christopher is liking this piece.
Yes.
This is a really cool piece.
I love this piece.
It is really nice.
Did this come out of the recently acquired collection?
This is out of the GPRE.
Was it really?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. This I've always admired this when I saw it because those are really well-formed feldspar crystals, and you've got a gemmy emerald crystal growing on these feldspar crystals, and you go, well, that's kind of cool out of Colombia or out of Brazil or wherever. Nope. This is out of and I'm going to slaughter it, Baki mine? How would you, Baki? Maybe Baki mine from Panjshir province in Afghanistan. And it's a full miniature size specimen, folks. This is a really fine little piece. That emerald crystal is 1 inch long. So there's Richard's hand. Taking
it's not on. That's still the preview. Here we go. Now now that it's on.
Okay, but you can put your hand.
I could.
It's like an emerald and a star.
Yes.
Really, really a fine little specimen, and Richard has even hidden the price of this from me.
I have?
I have no idea what this is selling for.
It wasn't intentional, Steve. I'll leave it
He
up.
figured I'd want this thing.
You're going to buy it.
Well, it's a mystery until we get there. Because I know I have a slide that has a price on it.
So what's the size of this one?
It measures 4.5 by 5 centimeters.
Yeah, and a 1 inch long emerald crystal sitting on feldspar crystals.
There it is.
And I'll tell you, while aquamarines And heliodors are relatively abundant in the marketplace. To get well-formed emerald crystals on matrix from Afghanistan, this is not a common thing.
Right.
And so I think if you're a lover of gem producing varieties like emerald, this is a specimen you may want to add to your collection.
Yep.
And you see, you know, Colombia, Brazil, Zambia. I really love it when you see, you know, not the most popular, you know, localities for emerald. You know, you get them from China, you get them from North Carolina,
Yeah.
you get them from Austria even.
Yeah.
So I love seeing these just rare localities for real gem variety crystals on matrix like this. Really gorgeous.
And this is really handsome because you have other species associated with it. So it's really a lovely specimen.
Yep.
And Richard's going to reveal to the world.
It's a grand reveal here. $1,295.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great piece. 1 inch long emerald crystal on feldspar matrix. Just a beautiful thing from Afghanistan.
Yep. Can't beat it.
Out of the famous GP Rare Earth collection.
Yep.
Which,
Lovely
you know,
specimen.
come see us at the Fine
Yeah.
Mineral Gallery. We'll be featuring some more.
You will be, including a Colombian emerald that's, maybe
Outstanding.
3 inches long,
Yeah.
2.5 inches long.
Yep.
Huge thing.
It's a killer.
Yeah.
If you were lucky enough to come to the Hard Rock Summit, you saw it there.
Yes, and if you didn't see it, you saw the people stopping in the middle of the.
Yeah, you tripped over them because they stopped and looked at it.
Yeah, it was a fun show, the Hard Rock
was.
Summit. Yeah, you guys are making your plans to go to Tucson right now, but don't
Right.
forget about
Denver
the
next
fall 2022 because there's going to be some killer minerals at the Hard Rock Summit once again. That was
Absolutely.
a wonderful venue.
It's going to be the future of Denver
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I think so. Wonderful show.
There's some people saying it could be the future of shows in North America.
That's true. That's
Of course,
true.
it's the promoters of the Hard Rock Summit. So,
Well, they may not be wrong.
The Gemstone folks were really excited about it too. So
Yeah.
get everybody up there.
That's right.
so, anywho,
Keep an eye on that emerald, folks.
Yep.
You may
Yeah.
want to send Richard a email, minerals@collectorsedge.com, and buy yourself an emerald.
this is my favorite on the show. If I was going to add a piece to my collection, it'd be
Yeah.
this one. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it's very
Really
pretty.
do.
Yeah.
So,
And it's affordably priced.
Well,
Right.
again, my collection being a collection of collections, one of my subsets is far-flung emerald varieties.
oh, interesting.
Or
Gotcha.
localities. Yeah.
Then you need this.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta wait. Gotta give everybody a chance first.
Okay. Specimen number 5. Another gem.
Yeah. Zoisite variety Tanzanite.
Mm-hmm.
Classic mineral out of Marilani Hills in Tanzania. This is a very nice little crystal.
Very nice.
Got good transparency, nice bright luster on the crystal faces, and you can see this is photographed against a black background as we usually do. So
Right.
you're seeing the black transmitted through that gemmy Tanzanite.
I'm not leaving. Don't worry. I'm just getting a block here.
You can stand it on.
Yep.
Yeah. And this crystal is 3 centimeters tall by 1.8 centimeters across.
Right.
And we've been very fortunate over the years to have been given an opportunity to buy a number of wonderful lots of Tanzanite. And this is another one of those that you can see here on the turntable. I think this is a great view of it because you can really appreciate the blue color and the purplish hue as it turns on the
Great
turntable.
texture on the faces there
Yeah.
too. And this is something that I don't know what the future holds, but from everything that I've heard recently is Tanzanite's not making it out of the country unless it's been fashioned.
Right.
It's got to be, faceted, preformed, something like that. So, you just not supposed to be getting these out of the country in any
As
way, shape, or form
uncut
right now.
crystals,
So,
right.
unless something changes, These are going to become harder and harder to find.
You know, what's really been interesting about that is people who understand the changes in the market in Tanzania. We've had wonderful Tanzanites in our inventory for a number of years, and almost all of the really nicely formed crystals are disappearing over the last 6 to 9 months.
Really?
People have been very actively seeking these out in dealer inventories, because there is the talk that the government in Tanzania is going to stop allowing the export of uncut crystals. They want to preserve the labor in producing cut gemstones within their country, and they don't want to just export the rough. So it's going to be more and more difficult to get well-formed Tanzanite crystals, and they're so unique. You just don't get these kinds of purple-blue Tanzanite crystals, zoisite crystals, anywhere else on the face of the earth.
Well, and I have to say, this is a particularly fine color for the size of this crystal.
Yeah.
Really deep blue.
Very, very intensely saturated.
Let's see. Get back to the still pics.
And people always ask with Tanzanite, has this been heated or not? And I would suspect, although we aren't involved in the alteration of heating of these, I think a very large percentage of what comes to market has been heated to 1 degree or another.
Right.
And so I would expect that you just would understand that this is more than likely been heated.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a good deal today, just at $1,800.
That is a great deal on this piece.
Yep.
3 centimeters tall.
Yep.
1.8 across, nicely formed, good luster, nice transmission of the color. Just a really, really beautiful piece.
Really pretty.
If you want one for your collection, you're collecting toenail size specimens, this would be a great piece for your collection.
Yeah, and just looking at it here from a distance of about 3 or 4 feet, it views really well even from here.
Yeah.
Pretty little thing. I can move it a little closer if you'd like, sir.
Oh, yes. You know I do.
Yeah.
You know I do. Now, I will say regarding the heating that you're, potential there, the pleochroism on this is really strong. So, you typically are removing a little bit of the pleochroism when you heat it, so you'll get blue and a greenish blue, but they're really close. But I'm seeing a pretty strong green component through the face there. So pleochroism is really nice and strong here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Absolutely.
Yep. Very good. And that brings us to specimen number 6.
Oh yes.
And it might be a contrasting color to that.
This is a jewel that doesn't even need to be faceted.
Isn't that something?
Wouldn't want to. Nope.
Where'd this one come from, Rick?
I think it came from the Sweet Home Mine just outside of Alma, Colorado.
I'll be darned. Now, was this a Dino's Pocket piece, or
No,
is
this
this an original?
This is an
Sweet
original.
Home? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's just a
Because
little jewel.
out of the Detroit City portal, which we're mining currently,
Right.
You get really gemmy crystals like this out of one of the pockets we found a couple of years ago now was Dino's Pocket, and it had the same kind of bright cherry red color with great translucency and gemminess to it. That you can see all the way across on that turntable. I'm probably 6 feet away from it, and it's just glowing. This has really nice luster, great form. This is one that had to have been hidden away for a while, because this is a wonderful crystal.
Yep.
Yeah. What's the size of this one, Rich?
Measures 2 by 2.3 centimeters.
Yeah. And it's really hard. We've been mining now since 2017 for specimens, and to get into a pocket with a nearly 1 inch across rhodochrosite growing in it, and to have luster, this kind of bright cherry red color, and the gemminess that this exhibits, these are really tough to come by, and we've been busting tail up on the Mount Bross to find more of this material.
Right.
It's been a real challenge over the last few years.
No doubt.
Yeah.
We're hoping for a prosperous 2022.
Do we have a pocket name on this one, or no? It's just Sweet Home.
Yeah, no attribution, just Sweet Home Mine.
Yeah.
Over the years, it got lost.
And again, talking about sun gems, if you want to see some of the stuff that has been coming out of the mine, there's going to be some great flats of some of the pink that we've been finding in there, and some of the other associated minerals. So those were extremely popular. I believe we sold out of every one of those flats that we have at the Hard Rock. So there's a lot of this last year's production is going to be over there at Sun Gems and the Flats.
This is a really nice specimen, and it would fit in a thumbnail box.
Indeed.
2 by 2.3 centimeters.
Right.
And doesn't get much better as a thumbnail rhombohedral crystal of rhodochrosite. Really quite lovely. What are you selling this for today, Richard?
Just $575. Yep.
That one ought to disappear really quickly because it is flat beautiful.
Yep.
If you're interested in this, get a hold of Richard as soon as you can at minerals@collectorsedge.com, and he will wrap that up and send it out to you at no cost for the shipping.
Indeed. And it probably will not come back.
Yep. No, this is a great piece.
Right.
Yep.
If you've been looking for that beautiful little rhodo to be the eye candy on your shelf, that's the one.
Yeah. It's really lovely. It's a nice
Arguably,
piece.
that cherry color like that's the hardest color to get into your case.
Right. Yep. They say Jolly Rancher, and that's...
Yeah. Isn't that incredible?
Taste the watermelon just like that.
Yep. Looks like a little jello.
Put the blue one next to it,
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah.
Maybe even the green one.
Yeah.
You get the whole color range.
Yep.
There you go. Nice things, Richard.
I wish we could do the 10% off on the whole deal, but 4 of them we could knock an extra 10% off on if you buy them all.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Beautiful things. Any other
Steve
thoughts?
was contemplating there.
Yeah, I was figuring how much we were going to make.
Yep.
So, any other thoughts about Tucson? Anything we haven't mentioned?
I just can't wait to see everybody there.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of it. It's like family coming together. It's like a family reunion every year. So I'm really hoping to see as many people as possible this year.
And for those of you turning on to Minerals Live for the first time and saying, "Who's the guy with the bolo tie?" This is Christopher Clark, who has just joined our company. What, about 4 or 5 months ago now?
July,
July.
Actually,
about
6
months.
months.
Yeah. So Christopher is a graduate gemologist. He knows a lot about gemstones, and he has been in the field with jewelry television for a number of years, 15 or more, I think.
It's a little over 15.
Yeah. So if you have questions or thoughts about gemstones or cutting up your giant Medina aquamarine into faceted stones, he's the guy that can talk to you about that.
Yep.
And he's going to be taking my place as I retire in April of 2022. So
if Steve seems a little out of it during the show, it's because I've been draining everything out of this brain for the last several months.
And there wasn't much in there to start with. So wasn't much to start with.
We went on a road trip a few months ago, and I sat next to him like an inquisitive 5-year-old the entire time.
And we're going to do it once again before the end of April. So we'll go see all our friends in Points East.
Yep.
So it should be fun.
Yeah.
So for no other reason, you ought to come to Tucson just to give Steve a hard time.
Give me a hard time.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to try to get him in a bolo tie before the end of the show.
Yeah, that's nearly impossible. That is nearly impossible. But I have been chastised by people living in the state of Arizona that the bolo tie is actually the official tie of the state of Arizona.
So you gotta wear one
and
one
you
day
gotta wear one
just to make it up to him.
Yeah.
You gotta do it one day.
One day.
Yeah. I'm gonna craft one out of paper, I think.
The origami bolo tie.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well,
Anyway.
this was fun today, Richard.
Indeed.
Thanks for putting all of this together.
Thanks for joining.
And if you guys have any questions at all about where we're going to be, and when the rooms are going to be open, at the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery, where all our great stuff is going to be, we are going to open at 10 a.m. on the 28th, and we'll be there till the 13th. And come and see us 10 in the morning till 6 at night. And if you need a special appointment where we come in a little earlier or a little later, don't hesitate to give us a call. We would love to see you, show you what's new, and we'll be looking forward to seeing all of you there at that venue. And the same is said for our other two venues at Mineral City and at Sun Gemstone Warehouse. Everybody we have down there is just really excited to be in Tucson and to see all our good friends. And so come on ahead. If you have some complication of timing and you need us to stay a little later to show you rocks, we're happy to do it.
Yep.
And if you looked around the whole show and you just haven't found what you're looking for, we can't bring everything with us. So, you know, we've always got access to peek back into our inventory up here. And if you didn't find what you were looking for, let us know. Maybe we can find it for you.
Right. And we've had a number of customers who have sent us their want lists. And we're packing minerals right now to go down to Tucson. So if there's something you've been wanting to get and you are not sure where you're going to find it, send us your want list, because often we can add, half a dozen species that you might be interested in, or our best pieces. Bring them on down with us. So don't hesitate to send us an email. Minerals@collectorsedge.com comes to all of us, and we can see what you're looking for. We'll add it to the many flats. We're bringing 2 van loads of flats down, so there'll be plenty of space to put more in.
Absolutely. All right.
Sounds good, folks.
So do you think they're still doing the certified fresh thing at the TGMS if they hold the show?
Man, I tell you.
Another blast from the past.
Yeah,
They tried
isn't
this
that
a couple of
something?
years ago.
Certified fresh.
Yeah.
I've been called fresh occasionally. I'm certifiable, too. So,
I wasn't referring to that.
anyway.
Yep.
Y'all have fun. Thanks for tuning in to Minerals Live, and look forward to seeing you in Tucson.
All right, everybody. Thanks, everybody, and take care. See if I can get back to the right page here.
Yeah, my blood pressure's going up.
Yep.
There we go.
Thanks, everybody.